Hey everybody, and welcome to Malt Muser Whiskey Reviews. I am Eric. On the bar for review today, Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. As always here on the channel, nose taste finish review coming up of this bourbon. I'll tell you a bit about the value, give you my final thoughts, final score, leave you with the malt musing. But first, for those of you returning to my channel, welcome back for another review. And if you're new, take a second, hit subscribe. That'll make sure you don't miss any of my whiskey reviews, which come out every Friday, and also get notifications for my Tuesday happy hour, which is every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. All right, let's get into it. So Elijah Craig comes out of the Heaven Hill Distillery, located in Kentucky. And this bottle in particular was a new release that came out in 2020. And essentially what this is their regular small batch, which is about 7 to 11 years old, bottled at 47% ABV. And they took that and basically put it into another new charred oak barrel, which they toasted. So not charred, but toast. And basically what that does is it gives it a good toasting. It gives it, brings out some of the more caramelized flavors in it. So this has essentially been barreled twice. This is bottled at, as I said, 47% ABV or 94 proof. It doesn't actually carry the age statement. We do know that since it's a bourbon, there is no color added to this, but there's no mention about chill filtration. So we can assume that this has been chill filtered. Okay, let's get this in the glass. Here is the color you're looking at. Really nice. Okay, nose. It's that really nice nose you expect out of Elijah Craig's. Some of that dark caramel. You can definitely get some of the oak influence on this for sure. Brown sugar, there's that hot cinnamon spice, picking up some of those rye notes. Sweet, bitter. There's a bit of a fruit note too, though it's a little bit behind that oaky spice, which is again kind of apple. A little bit of a musty note, sawdust type thing. All in all, pretty decent and complex on the nose here. Okay, let's go in for a taste. Cheers, y'all. Arrives sweet and spicy, medium on the palate in terms of its viscosity. As it develops, you get a nice kind of creaminess that comes out of this. Vanilla, toffee, caramel. And then you are hit with this really aggressive cinnamon spice. It's like hot cinnamon candy. It's not necessarily like dried cinnamon that you would put on food. As it goes into the finish, tannic and oaky, so very drying. A little bit of a malted milk ball note, a little bit of dark chocolate cocoa, but that oak is really assertive. Kind of overwhelms everything else as it goes into what is a medium finish. A little bit of a cherry note too. Okay, let's put a little bit of water on this. As I mentioned, 47% ABV. Do just about a teaspoon, half teaspoon or so. All right, we'll go back for another nose. Again, wow. The oak is coming through even more now on the nose. Sweet. Bit of vanilla. The nose seems to have actually gotten a little bit less complex with the addition of water, which is interesting. I'm also picking up some kind of slightly citrus, almost like orange. Interesting. Okay, we'll give this another taste. Again, very sweet, medium viscosity, a bit more almost citrus pepper popping through here now. That finish, though, is still quite tannic and oaky, dark chocolate, bitter dark chocolate, maybe even a little bit of espresso, dark coffee, dark roasted coffee. Finish is about medium. And then just getting a little bit of that almost maple syrup, vanilla creaminess. Working with the oak spice as it kind of goes into the finish here. Okay, so bottle of Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel. This is now a permanent addition to the Elijah Craig lineup. So you should be able to find this pretty much anywhere in the United States where good whiskeys are sold. If you do, you're going to find this anywhere from about $50 to $60 USD here in 2021. I would say that this is a medium in terms of its value. Okay, final thoughts here. First and foremost, toasted barrels is really expensive. As you know, with bourbon, it has to be in a new charred oak barrel in order to be called bourbon. So to put it in another barrel that can only be used basically once is an expensive process for a distillery to go through. And so that price on this, I think is justified. However, the whiskey itself, I think, does suffer from just being a little bit too oaky. This has got really, especially on that finish, of quite dry, tannic finish, which I think takes away from its overall pretty solid experience on the initial palate. I like what they've done with this. I think it's a cool idea. We do see some distilleries doing more and more kind of double-barreled stuff with their bourbons. And so I don't think Elijah Craig missed the mark here totally, but they didn't quite nail it either. So I'm going to go right in the middle with a 2.5 out of 5 on the Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel. That is a try before you buy score. If you are somebody who really likes very, very oak forward, tannic, dark chocolate notes in your bourbon and don't mind that kind of being the star of the show, this is a bourbon for you. If you're not necessarily into that, I'm not quite sure, want something that's a little bit more even when it comes to the influence of the barrels, the Elijah Craig small batch is always a good pickup as well. They make great stuff out of their distillery, so I would not worry about picking up any of their other stuff and having a bad experience. So that is a 2.5 out of 5 on the Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel. And with that, I will kick you over to your malt musing, and we will catch you next time here on Malt Muser Whiskey Reviews. Cheers, y'all.